trying to get some water. So I feel like I got cotton mouth. But yeah, a lot of people, they'll choose deception and nasty behavior and clout munching over using their talent. It's because they are afraid, right? The hard route is to go based off your talent and just work hard and people to like you for you being you. But when you do that, your numbers aren't like inflated, right? You don't get the inflated numbers. You don't get the inflated viewership or live stream numbers. And that scares people. If you do a video being fake and get thousands of views, and then you do a video that's more so you and get 20 views, or maybe even 10 or 5, the average person, they're not able to take that and go, it just is what it is. Let me build up. Let me do more videos showing myself so those numbers could go up for people that just genuinely like me. The average person not going to do that. They're going to go, I got these bigger content creators being fake. Maybe I could just copy them and be fake. Because when in Rome, and then when you see people who are going against the grain get like treated a certain way and blackballed and it's not so easy for them, they don't realize is that you're actually doing them a favor because they have to build everything themselves. And if they keep going and they strive, they're concrete. You can't move them. You know how many times people try to cancel me? People try to cancel me with lies on a regular basis. I'm talking about clockwork. Up is Tuesday. A new lie just started. Just to try to see if we could throw this at the wall and see if it sticks. Get BXB Split out of here. And I'm still here. I've been demonetized multiple times. I've been copyright striked 1,000 times. False copyright striked. Doxed. People have tried to fight me in real life. Not on some just talking on the internet as in, that's that BXB Split motherfucker. Get him. In real life. And then me chasing them. Until I realize, what am I doing? They might have a weapon. I'm stupid. Let me stop chasing this car. But when you go through all those things and you make all those sacrifices, you realize that, yeah, it's a harder road, but it's more worth it at the end. A lot of people don't have that type of vision. They don't have the tunnel vision to be able to see the end. They just want the easy right now. Think about it. Did I quit when I got demonetized 4 times? No. Did these other content creators quit the first sign that they couldn't get money? Yes. And yeah, you do want to earn an income. It does suck for you to work hard and not receive income. It does suck. But it's part of the game, man. You gotta take your bumps and your bruises, man. It's just like business. When you're a smaller business and you're up and coming, you think these titans ain't gonna come to try to destroy you? They're gonna try to make it as hard as possible. But don't worry. If you climb up, and you somehow still get your notoriety and your support base that rocks with you because you're genuine, they will try to switch. You know, people will do that to me all the time. Did a lot of foul shit and then make it seem like I'm wrong. Why can't we just squash it? It's all on him. He wants to hold a grudge. Meanwhile, they're not telling you all the foul things of how they literally tried to destroy me. Like they wanted to get me terminated. They wanted to get me banned. Just because I survived, they'll be we friends now. Like that's weird. That's weird as hell. But to answer your question, that's why people would choose the way to deceit or being disgusting is because they're losers and they're soft and they're afraid of genuine hard work. That's all it is. That's all it is. I said BX because you're a fighter, BX. You ain't got the bitch in like him. BX, you're always going to come out on top. I appreciate the hell out of you for that. Real talk. Yeah, I just like taking a loss is part of the game. I think a lot of people, they're so afraid to take losses that they don't act like themselves and they pretend to be something that they're not and just conform and turn Hollywood. I'm never going to do that. It's okay to take a loss, fam. It's okay. Right? These are the same people that they'll try to talk to a girl, get rejected, and never try to talk to females for the rest of their life. Nigga, one no is all it took? One failure? I don't operate like that. Nigga, if I stopped after one failure, YouTube-wise, I would have never got past 10 subscribers. You know how hard it was to get 10 subscribers when I first started YouTube? It was impossible. Nobody in existence that I knew wanted to watch me. The only person that supported me hard as fuck was my older brother. This nigga went hard. Like it was almost as if I told the nigga like, hey, about to do what I'm meant to do. And this nigga was like, hell yeah. Like that, the most support I've ever received is when I called my older brother and was like, I think I'm gonna be a YouTuber. What? Nigga ran to my mom's room. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Yeah, run to my little brother. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Hold on. Called every family member. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Went hard to it now when family members are begging me to help them with podcasts and bullshit. We looking at each other and laughing like, remember when we had to beg you to try to support me and no one did? Until you start seeing me live streaming and doing numbers and getting subscribers. I would say once I started getting I think I got 2,000 subscribers, people started acting differently. Their demeanor changed. When I first told my group of friends, who, mind you, wanted to start a podcast together, we wasn't even thinking about YouTube. We all was in a podcast and was uploading it on SoundCloud. I could play episodes for you, right? That shit was horrible because it was just not done right. And you can tell my frustration was going through the roof. I remember telling these people, yo, man, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I think this is a dope idea. Let me get into some videos. These niggas laughed me out the room. You ain't never gonna be PewDiePie, nigga. I got it. Word. And then eventually, by the time I left that podcast, right, and they started seeing trajectory of where I would go, these niggas failed. They failed because they dropped the ball and they didn't have an actual work ethic. And then they would switch it. Hey, man, maybe can you show us how to do YouTube? Can you teach me? Oh. Not just a crazy person, right? So when you experience that enough times, you have the heart to just keep going and keep striving. Plus, I come from the mixed martial arts world, right? Or martial arts world in general. If you can't get hit in the face and keep going, nigga, you ain't never going to find success. If you afraid to get hit, nigga, you going to lose every time, bro. You might catch a lucky one, but the person who's going to get in there, who's not afraid to bang, right? He gonna keep his guard up, right? He gonna protect himself though, right? Right? He gonna get in there, he get hit, but he could keep moving forward on some Rocky shit. That's the person that's gonna be the champion. I'm gonna fucking bank on that person every time. I've done it. Feel like because I've gotten to a certain level of martial arts to where I've coached and assisted. Fam, I could point the person out. That one. I bet you he could beat this person with the more experienced coach. And they bet with me. All right, but let me go whisper in his ear real quick. Hey, yo, listen, charge forward, take him down, get a rear naked choke. Do that shit in 10 seconds. Yo, how'd you know he could do that? Because he wasn't afraid to take a punch. I could just tell. I could tell he wasn't afraid to take a punch. Charge forward, guard your face, take him down, rear naked choke. Easy, every time. The person who's not afraid to get hit is going to be able to catch you with that in the earlier stages, of course. But that's the route that I always go. That's the way I believe life is. It's not how hard you get hit. It's not how hard you can hit. It's how hard you could get hit and keep going. That's my favorite quote from one of my favorite movies, Rocky. But yeah, I don't do things the bitch ass way. I'm not going to keep my feelings or the way I think about things to myself because the rest of society or YouTube is going to call me a weirdo or crazy or try to judge me because the way YouTube history has worked, I've never been wrong. And that's not to be cocky. I've never been wrong. I can name examples. Years ago, I did a video about a YouTuber by the name of Def Noodles when he was popping and trending and blowing up saying, hey, this guy's playing a character. He reminds me of a comedian called Andy Kaufman. And I don't think that would work today when you play certain characters and yada, yada, yada. And I predicted his whole downfall and everything. Def Noodles himself commented on the video with a winky face. A year later, Def Noodles got canceled to oblivion because people didn't understand the difference between him and the character. And now he's doing horrible to where there's a plethora of videos of his downfall. I can do that with mad YouTube creators. Amazing Lucas, Hunter Avalon, just so on and so on and so on. Tipster. Remember when I used to write for Tipster? And he did me dirty and I said, hey, he's gonna have a downfall. It's gonna happen because he's a simp, right? And he just follows whatever opinion is popular. He doesn't have a backbone. And he's creepy towards females. What happened? My longtime subscribers could go, damn, you was right about that. You called it out when everyone was calling you a hater and trying to cancel you for that. You could go and check out my video essay I did on Tipster years ago. After all the new videos, people saying, oh man, check the ones I did years ago. Mama Max. Remember when I predicted that nasty motherfucker? Check out a video on my channel from years ago called What People Won't Say About Mama Max. Wait, he lied? He was lying about all the cases? He was just using the whole predator catcher thing to cancel people that he want. If someone could have just told you years ago, wait a minute, that was me, right? And that's not to big myself up, but it's just throughout YouTube history. And no matter what people say about me, I know that for one thing, God loves me. Second thing is that I'm logical as hell. I'm predicting things not based off of me being psychic. It's just me knowing common sense and not being fooled. Right? Don't come to me when aliens come and you try to ask me for help. But meanwhile, I've been telling you aliens existed the whole time and y'all been calling me crazy. Fuck y'all. That's just how I feel. But I'm not saying y'all. Of course, I rock with y'all. It is what it is.